Vacation is supposed to be about leaving stress behind, enjoying life for a little while. But if you don't take certain precautions when you're on vacation, there are a lot of risks that can ruin your plans, turn your vacation upside down. Talking specifically about identity theft. Joining me now is Howard Schwartz from the Connecticut Better Business Bureau to explain those risks and how to avoid them. Welcome, Howard. First of all, why are you so much more vulnerable when you're traveling?
Because there are many elements we don't think about. We tend to think about the high-tech crimes when we're at home, but we've got to remember the crimes of contact, and that means someone grabbing your wallet, grabbing your purse, your credit card, your cash when you're at the cash register. Those are the kinds of things we should be thinking of.
Almost by definition, when you're on vacation, you're pulling your wallet out more often. You're pulling your credit card out more often, using it in more different places. What are the things you're supposed to do to prevent, being a victim of fraud on vacation? Give us some things to keep in mind.
Well, let's start off. Remember the fact that there are many low-tech risks, and that would include the risk of someone stealing your telephone. And if you don't have a passcode on it, effectively a thief now has your computer in hand. We should remember to watch out for unauthorized charges on your credit card. It's not just identity theft, it's also credit card fraud. And in fact, identity theft, though, we have to remember, is the single most growing crime in this country. It surpassed drug trafficking as the #1 crime. And there were 13 million victims last year, an uptick of 500,000 people. So if you look at specific pointers that we have, you'd want to, for starters, keep vital cards and documents, especially when you're overseas. You want to keep a copy of them, so your passport, your credit cards, in case they're lost.
Now, there's something that hasn't really changed with high tech. It was always said that if you do get your wallet lifted, if you do lose it, you should have copies of these things. Otherwise, you face a long uphill battle.
That's right, and something as simple as keeping the customer service number handy in case you run into a problem. You also want to use a credit card or a prepaid debit card. Don't use a debit card for purchases in case of fraud, or if you lose it, someone can empty your bank account by using it. That's very important to remember.
That's a key point to make right there, because I wouldn't think of that. I would just use the debit card I always use. Get a prepaid card to be super safe.
Correct. Or someone can empty your account. That's really the risk you're looking at. You also should be careful with social media before you leave. Make sure neither your children nor you are posting too much information. We're going away on an awesome vacation for a week.
Yep.
And when you are away, watch out as well for posting photographs that may be geotagged to tell people where you are and when that photograph was taken. And you can manage your mail online. This is really handy. USPS has a site, USPS.com, where you can ask them to hold your mail for a given amount of time and then to start delivering it again.
It's just a whole different ball game, isn't it? Finally, really quickly, we got to go, but would you suggest not posting any pictures at all on vacation until you get home?
If you do post vacation pictures, the big risk is no matter what you put there, even if your social media account isn't hacked, a friend's could be, and that will give information to people that you might not want to know. And you can also turn off the geolocation. That's probably one of the best things you can do.
Such a world we live in now. Howard, can you stick around for a while? We'll talk about saving money on vacation in our next hour.
My pleasure.
All right, awesome.